Alright. Hey stream, how you all doing? I have to stop starting streams with you alright? Alright. Alright. We're in that transitional period between seasons, alternating between warm and cold. Quite sunny out today, which is nice. Alright, audio levels sound good. Let's begin then, shall we? So, I think we'll do a bit more, another daily news. Seems like a good day to do it. Because it is April Fool's. I haven't got anything prepared for April Fool's, but I can talk about other people's, at least. Alright. I want to look at... Right. Now, yesterday I didn't turn on the browser for people to be able to see, which was silly of me. I fortunately did it at the very end, but yeah. Now, I noticed I've been looking in the top right. I don't know how to fix that. I was looking at it again. It looks like it's just another thing that's to do with glasses. And the sunnier it is, the more likely, the more glare there is, the more that's on my glasses. So you'll just have to deal with it, unfortunately, until I figure out some solution. Got winky eye. It's funny. I close my left eye. My right left eye closes. All right. Whatever. So, I should probably put the date up. Today, let's put a little text box that says the date for today. I think that would be let's. So we'll make one of these ones. Copy this one. Duplicate 8. Currently the 2020. That to 8. That bad boy. Let's change it so people know what the date is. They know what a date format is, so we could just have it like that. That there. So it does mean I have to manually change that every day, unless I find out some way to dynamically update that. Alright. So, it's a pretty busy day. I wasn't sure if I was going to do one of these every single day, but considering how much I saw today, I think it might be worth it. So... I'm gonna switch monitors. So let's go through a few. We have a whole heap of April Fool's news, which I might go through a few of them, and then some of the real news. I think that might be a good way to do it. You're gonna see the April Fool's news. There's gonna be a lot of it. There's probably gonna be more even after today, because as I'm streaming, it's still only it's still just oh, I've managed to move the background. Like the background. Said that. Block the background. That can't run away. Alright. Yeah, so there's going to be quite a bit of April Fool's news, but a lot of it will probably come out for the... And because America's still probably hasn't reached April Fool's at the moment. It will in a few hours, but even then it'll probably be a little bit. So we'll probably get to talk about more April Fool's news tomorrow, as it stands. But Japan and a few other countries have got it, so we'll probably get some Japanese ones. So start off with an easy one. Is just a Street Fighter collab. Yeah, it just looks like some Street Fighter characters in this collectible cats game. Cute. Didn't know about this game, but that probably didn't really need to cover that one so much. This one was an amusing one, which is Box Boy Final Box. It looks like they're going hard on the reference from Final Fight. Looks pretty good. Fairly sure this is just a mock-up. I don't think there's an announced game, but I don't know if it's a real game. Hard to tell. Sometimes it's just hard to tell with some of the Japanese announcements because they treat April Fool's as a day to just announce things. So there's it's sort of a mixed bag, whether or not you're looking at an April Fool's or a legit thing. Here's a good compilation. If you haven't gone to Gamatsu, I highly suggest getting news from Gamatsu. They're very fast, super on top of it. So there's a heap of Japanese ones. I won't go through them all. There's a heap of them that I'm not super into. Like there's a Binary X Layer Prayer to Death, which it doesn't make sense them making a game right now, but yep. Capcom news. Capcom Sound Team did some fun stuff. This ad, this is pretty short. I'll link this, or I'll just put this on. So yeah, just a collaboration to promote this Rizab app tied with Dragon Quest. Pretty weird. That's the good thing about Japanese ones, is they're always a bit odd as well. So I appreciate them like that. Some fake Grand Order stuff. Again, like you'll see that there's stuff that's sort of like, there's game news and then there's silly news. Like this is a silly spin-off series of Fate that they've made a game for, and yeah. Granblue is returning Vrin in his muscle mode. Hang on. Show you a picture, because they don't do of Granblue muscle mode. Yeah. Yeah, this is the fight. This was from April Fool's a few years ago, and it returns every now and then. It's back. Love Live stuff. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds seems to have something. I haven't looked at that. I don't really know PUBG, so probably won't talk about it. There's that Street Fighter Neko drop we were talking about. Oh, it's a browser game that you can play. Okay. Sega did will not have any April Fool's jokes. I like that a lot of Japanese companies have to officially declare that they're not doing April Fool's. We are not participating. And then this one was fantastic. I saw this when I woke up. Yoko Taro had a post which translates to above. On April 1st, 2020, as the novel coronavirus spreads, the restraint from April Fools, and this is a time to enjoy. Now, this is a weird translation. This is a time to enjoy April Fools. Factions begin to war, and the people were divided. Ever since April 1st, it's become known as the Day of Hatred. So Yoko Taro putting a spin on the April Fools. That drawing. I wonder who did that drawing. It's amazing. There's the World of Tanks one as well, but yeah. So we'll probably get a few more over the next few hours, and then probably some more in like say 12 hours or so when America starts getting into the swing of things. Yeah, there was a few other things. So like if you're interested in that Ninjala, like I was talking about yesterday, they dropped another gameplay trailer, which I'll just skip through quickly, but it's just more of what we've seen already of the game. So if you're already interested in it, just more to see. Very much still looks very more like a Splatoon-like game that will probably interest quite a few people, I reckon, because it is aimed at a lower demographic and it just looks really accessible and fun. Yeah. Indivisible. The creators of Skullgirls made Indivisible, came out of Kickstarter only recently. Very good game, highly suggest people playing it. It's having a New Game Plus mode added and a couch co-op. A New Game Plus mode I think is fantastic for that game because it's the type of game that felt like you could push some limits, but I didn't feel like a lot of encounters made it feel like you could get the most out of a combat. There was like a few secret bosses and stuff, but nothing that I felt like pushed it super hard. Yeah, and there's some details about that, so... This one will have a lot of people probably pretty pumped. FF7 looks like they've had the preload pushed forward, so people concerned about downloads, especially with the whole heap of throttling that's happening in various countries and platforms, you can get 7 sooner. I haven't checked it myself, but I believe that preloads will be starting soonish. It is currently the 1st, so very long now. FF7 soon. A lot of people probably, like me, very excited for this. This was a bit of a sad one. There's two sort of ones related to COVID that I will cover. I'll try and avoid talking about COVID too much because it's just fucking everywhere. But Arc System Works has confirmed cancelling the Arc World Tour. For announcements for Arc System games now, it's like, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Maybe it might be at some tournaments that might still try to be running, some homegrown ones. But I have a feeling that we might just see a lot of digital announcements now. So if the Guilty Gear Strive and what other works they might be doing in terms of DLC and stuff, like for Dragon Ball and stuff like that, we probably will see a lot more online announcements from them. I mean, across the board, we'll probably just see that for a lot of different companies. But and there's another COVID one that I might just cover quickly. This one's a bit bigger. This one probably affects a lot more people, especially in terms of announcements as well, is Gamescom. So Gamescom, for people who don't know, is the it's held in Germany. It's the European equivalent to sort of events like PAX and things. Even though PAX does go over to Europe and stuff, but it's become probably the most Western announcement place outside of E3. Hey, Bieber. Yeah, I haven't got derpy eyes today. I actually was fiddling around with it. I think I figured it out a bit, but yeah, there's now a new problem. I seem to be looking up in the top right, but I don't know. No, that feel like it's not really subsequent. It was just sort of, it probably happened at the same time, but me fixing the derpy eyes didn't. It just made this more visible, I guess. Yeah, so probably with Gamescom, it's going to be a lot more digital. It's going to be a lot. People won't be able to do trade show stuff, so I don't know how much will actually be revealed at Gamescom now. Probably a lot of European games will still be there. A lot of like RTSs end up at Gamescom. Yeah. So it's a little sad, but I think that's just the way this year's going. Because the three ones I always look forward to for a lot of live stuff is Gamescom, E3, and one of having a mental blank. Having a mental blank. How are you doing today, Beebler? So this is one more thing I might show off. I probably won't promote a lot of Humble Bundles or anything like this. It's not really normal for me to do this. Like, I'm not really someone that pushes sales and stuff, but this one in particular seems quite good. It goes to a good cause. Humble Bundle usually are very good when at pulling through when during sort of crises and stuff like that, trying to reach out to developers to get them to do things, or having developers reach out to them. But yeah, this bundle's actually quite good. So Humble Bundle, usually you can pay what you want in a lot of cases, but they do have like money thresholds in terms of you'll get more games or more content the more you pay, but you get a lot of the time. And in this case, they got some very, very well-known named ones. A lot of them indie. Some of them are a bit older, but there are a lot of games that I've played or I would suggest. Into the Breach, Undertale, Hollow Knight, Tabs, The Witness, Super Hot, Darksiders. These are all ones that I've played. Sniper Elite, Worms, Party Hard, Broken Age, Brutal Legend. Oh, I loved Brutal Legend. Look, so Double Fine must have kicked in quite a bit. Magic is quite old now, but it's fun with friends. Yeah, and there's also these books. Like this is a different one because this bundle also comes with some books as well, so you can get digital books. Sometimes, a lot of the time, they'll have like a varying assortment, but like you can see here, they've got ones for like programming and stuff like that. There's ones for just for personal well-being, or like you have comics, you have books. There's actually, it seems to be like a manga there. But yeah, so you can just come down the bottom. You can set your custom amounts, and you can then also choose where the money goes. In cases like this, it's a bit you can only choose from the beneficial places, such as like these are all the charities that the money's going to go to. But in other ones, usually they'll have like charities always associated, but they'll also have like kickback some money to Humble, or kickback money to the developers or whomever, the publisher. This case, this one, all of it goes to helping people. So it's pretty cool. That's okay. Yeah, I haven't done any of the Dodo codes with just via the Reddit. That's I saw people talking about it for doing the trading for stocks, basically being their turnips, and then the other way we saw was what was going on is people getting into the crazy thing of selling their time. Basically, a whole heap of people paying real world money for for their Nook Point vouchers or money vouchers, so they can trade in-game money for real money, which that's a crazy thing to do, in my opinion, for like Animal Crossing. Yeah, I don't understand that. I got a remote for that. I found I have emotes, Beebler. so it's a bit awkward for me to use them because I don't think the hotkeys work outside of the program. Oh no, and it broke me. Fixed. But yeah, humble bundles are alright. You end up with a heck of a lot of codes. I've got a heap of codes. I'm actually debating about whether or not I put a space up somewhere where people can just, if they want codes, I could just give out some, because I've got so many from bundles over the years. Yeah, I bought the bundle, that bundle as well, and I actually have quite a few of those games that I said, so probably give those away too at some point. I think that's most of the news for today. Like I said, it's a lot of it being April Fools, and then just like a lot of just people just release news at this time just to, because people have got eyes on the games industry. Then there's also a mini news that for people who care about this, which is Risk of Rain. Just did their artifact update, which I've been looking forward to for a long time. Risk of Rain's like a roguelike, but this Risk of Rain 2 is a 3D roguelike. Very fun, good co-op, and yeah, artifacts make a pretty big difference to the game, so I'm really excited to try these out. Unlocking them sounds to be pretty fun. People are on a treasure trove hunt right now, like on the Reddits and stuff like that, because there's like various ways to unlock them, so that'll be fun. Yeah. I think that's all the news for today. So I think I might switch over to Animal Crossing. Yeah, so the plan is that I'll probably do news, maybe even if it's like 10-15 minutes. I'll try and see what I can get. If not, if I can't get anything, then I might just skip it for the start of a stream. But I think this might be a fun way to start up, and I can just talk to people who join and stuff.